Hi there.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes, yes, true. We haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, almost a year. Exactly.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
That we have the chance to talk and catch up.
Exactly. So I want to thank you, first of all, for taking the time. And I want to thank everyone who's joining. I will save the replay. So for those who are not able to catch the full discussion, I will save it. But we already have one person, I think, joining us. Hi there, RK2 Gal. Thanks for joining. So, Judy, I think we should kind of jump in because we do have a limit of an hour, and I want to make sure that we don't run out of time.
Yes, totally. Let's get started.
All right. So I did pin our topics on the bottom, so we can follow along if you want. I'll be referencing the little notes on the bottom. And so I wanted to first ask you if you would share your plant journey. How did you get into living on plants?
Yeah, that's a big question. Nice. Yeah, so I started eating a plant-based diet. When I kind of really wanted to change my health because I was pretty sick. So, I mean, we all, make the biggest changes when we're not feeling well. That's when it's at the limit. So, but it was good. I was diagnosed with inflammatory bowel disease. So basically had an inflammation in the gut. And luckily, I found a health coach who was specialized on gut health, and he really helped me to adopt a plant-based diet. So I first went on a vegan healing diet actually for 3 months just to heal the inflammation and recover my gut. And this kind of kicked off like my whole health journey. Yeah, not just from like a diet perspective, but everything I learned about like how the body heals itself. So it was actually a natural healing journey, and this was really good learning for my health in general. And so this was 3 years ago, and since then I became super passionate about everything plant-based foods, vegan lifestyles, and I started with a certificate at the eCornell online university about health and nutrition, and then I found the Plant-Based Academy in Dublin, and that's where we got to meet.
Yay! Shout out to Darren.
Um, yeah, I joined the academy, and this was a program for everyone who doesn't know about it. It was a weekly class every Saturday that we had for over several
Tw-
months.
12 Saturdays. 12
12
Saturdays. Yeah, yeah.
We spent a lot of time together eating a lot of amazing food.
Oh, yes, yes.
So our teacher, he's a nutritionist and a psychologist. So that was a super interesting combination. Yeah.
Totally, totally. Well, I really appreciate you sharing the health aspect because, as with you, I also started on my vegan journey because of health. I didn't quite understand, the whole impact of the animal suffering at the beginning and, the planetary suffering. I didn't understand all of that. So I do have in common with you the kind of starting point of, getting into this lifestyle because of health reasons. So definitely I can relate to what you're saying.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I got into it. I mean, I was a big foodie before anyway, so I came from kind of like the food side.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
and but it opened so much more about health than just the diet to me. Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks so much for everyone who's joining. If you have questions for Judy, you can just put them down in the comments below and she will be happy to answer them. And then I'm going to now segue into the Plant-Based Academy, which is, as Judy said, where we met about a year ago. Well, actually, we met there over a year. It was just over a year ago, last year, September. And Judy, I wanted you to share with us some of the key insights or learnings or takeaways from the Plant-Based Academy that you basically gained from your experience there, please.
Definitely. So, I mean, the main part I would say is, health is a lifestyle, and it has so many factors. So as I was saying, it's not just diet, but there are so many other parts of it that impact your health. So, of course, diet, but then you have things like relationships, your mindset, what else? The hydration part, then fitness, then stress, and this was super cool in the course because we covered each topic, every aspect of your lifestyle. And so we got to learn like actually how to transform our whole life.
Yeah.
And I think for me, also the biggest learning was kind of like, you cannot be perfect in everything. Because me, as a little bit of a perfectionist, especially when I'm learning something new, I try to do like everything at once, like 100%. And so I really had to learn, take it easy, like focus on one thing first that really resonates with you. Like for me, it was obviously my gut that I had to heal first. But after that, I was working more on my mindset, on my relationships, on my stress management and things like this, but it all, comes at the right time, and don't push it too hard.
I love that. I love that you brought in that aspect of, perfectionism versus having compassion for yourself, because a lot of times we're taught to have compassion for other people, not to be selfish and think about ourselves. But like you say, we cannot be perfect. So I think that's super important.
Totally.
I love that aspect that you brought in. Yeah.
I mean, so much today is about, how to optimize everything, and especially health. I just turn on the light here. It's getting a bit dark. Maybe that's better. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Good.
Cool. So it's all about optimizing, but still you just want to not overdo it, because stress, these things can also cause stress for us. And stress, actually, as we learned, it influences your body chemicals. So if you end up in this like chronic stress level, your body does not get into this recovery mode anymore. And this has like direct impact on your adrenals, your organs, and all the body functions.
Exactly.
So take it easy and really enjoy, like, learning about stuff and the process. It's really important to have fun on the way.
Yeah, I agree. Well, definitely, Darren made the course really fun. And then having all of you in the class was super fun too, because everyone was so different and everyone has a different personality, different experiences. So it was really cool. Thanks everybody for joining. If you have questions for Judy, you can just put them down in the comments below and she will be happy to answer them. And so, Judy, I wanted to ask you about whole foods and why you focus on whole foods. This might seem obvious, but I would like for you to share that with us, because a lot of people on, plant-based diets, vegan diets, don't always understand the importance of whole foods. And so I just wanted to see if you would share why you chose to focus on whole foods, please.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the name just says it, it's the whole package for me. So I prefer whole foods versus processed foods, because it's the right combination of like macronutrients and micronutrients. And our body is actually made to process those foods, and not anything else. So you will also have the best digestion, best health from eating those foods. And as you said, there's a difference also between like a vegan diet and a whole food plant-based diet, because a lot of vegan stuff is also a lot of junk food, you know, very processed, and all those like animal product alternatives that you find out there. It's not necessarily the most healthy stuff. Like really make sure to check on the ingredients, what they put in there. And I mean, for me, it's like going in the supermarket means to go to the fruit and vegetable aisle and pack up everything I can carry, and just eating, as natural as possible.
Yes, I agree with you. I mean, when I first switched to a vegan diet, I admit that I consume lots of processed foods because I was just trying to like figure stuff out. I'm like, oh my gosh, well, what am I going to eat, especially when I was going out. So for me, honestly, I did eat a lot of processed foods at the beginning, and at that point too, I still had a sweet tooth, so I was eating lots of like vegan pastries and cookies and cakes and all that jazz. And so that was not the healthiest choice.
But that's the thing, right? But because when you switch to whole foods, for me at least, it stopped all the cravings as well and things like this, because my body got all like the nutrients it needs and much more, satisfied from the food you're eating, much more full and yeah, like
Totally. No, totally. And actually it was when I switched more to a raw diet with all of the fruits, and there's so much natural sugar in fruits, I did not have cravings for processed cookies and cakes and sweets anymore. You know, it's amazing how our taste buds, our palate just gets cleaned up and almost purified, and more in tune with natural, like you say, whole foods. So the whole fruit, not an apple stewed in sugar and butter and oil and flour and things like that. So
yeah, actually, before I went on a plant-based diet, I was afraid of eating bananas because I thought you would gain weight from carbs, you know. But there's a huge difference, yeah, between the whole food carbs and like processed carbs. So now my diet consists mainly of carbs. Actually, I'm eating a high carb diet and also a high fruit diet, because for healing like chronic diseases, fruit is super important. And yeah, so I eat an abundance of all fruits and vegetables. And I also had to learn to eat more because in the beginning it's also more fiber, so you kind of feel more full, but then your body adjusts to it. So now I can eat a lot more, which sounds
right.
easy.
Right. And then the whole foods have fewer calories. So, in order to get, the energy level that you need based on, I guess, your, physical activity and, all of that, your mental activity and everything you're going through, you do need more or fewer calories depending on your lifestyle. And so if you're eating cleaner whole foods, like you're saying, it's not lots of added junk and sugar and fats and all that, then you will need to eat, more in terms of volume.
Yeah, and it could be that you realize this from your weight as well, because like a lot of people who switch to a plant-based diet, they first lose a lot of weight. So yeah, watch your calories.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks everybody for joining. If you have questions for Judy, please put them down below in the comment section and she will be happy to answer them. So Judy, I wanted us to get into hydration. On your social media platform, you talk about hydration. And I wanted to see if you could share with us, first of all, why this is so important, to focus on hydration, and what is your message on hydration?
Super cool question. Yeah, I never really got into hydration a lot. And I know in our course, in the academy, like Darren, our teacher, he, really recommended to drink like very clean filtered water. But this was one area where I didn't get so much into. I don't know how it's about you, but for me, it was kind of like a struggle to figure out what's the best way. And I didn't find a right solution back then. I never drink tap water actually because of my gut background, I was like, no, let's stay away from this because there's so much chlorine in there and other chemicals.
Yeah.
And so I ended up buying bottled water, which was mostly plastic water. And I also wasn't happy about that because, yeah, it's not really life water. It's dead water. And the plastic consumption, of course, is not good for the planet either. But yeah, since this summer, actually, a friend introduced me to this amazing water. And since then, I learned so much about hydration. I listened to so many podcasts, and now I'm working for a company that creates these amazing water ionizers. So it's a filtered water, but also ionized and hydrogen-rich water. So this might sound crazy in the beginning, but I'm happy to tell you more about it because it's not only the chemicals that the chemical structure that's important in terms for the water, but also the physical structure. And so this water is basically filtered, but also it goes through an electrolysis. And this process kind of dissociates the water into hydrogen. And this hydrogen is actually a super powerful antioxidant. It's the strongest antioxidant, and it goes directly into your cell because it's a different structure of the water. And then it donates free electrons to, or an excess of its electrons to free radicals in your body. As we learned, it's like free radicals are what causes disease, aging, and this is not what you want to have in your body. So this, water actually carries out or neutralizes those free radicals. And yeah, I'm drinking this water now, and it feels amazing. So many people experience healing from this water, and so. Yeah, I'm really happy to share this because people need to know about this. The structure of the water is super important. And I never realized, I just realized how amazing it is because now I always have water in my home. I don't need to, worry about where I buy my water. And
yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yes, because you and I had the same problem in Dublin. We ended up living in the same neighborhood for anyone who's wondering. And we had the same issue where we were like, oh my gosh, like for me, basically every day I would take my empty plastic bottles to a particular health food store where they had purified water or reverse osmosis water. And I would just refill my bottles and take them back to where I was staying. And I know that you and I had discussed that a little bit when I was there. And it is a problem because, like you say, for example, in my case, I was still consuming whatever was leaching in from the plastic into the water that, so, I was not really consuming, high quality water because I was in some way, I'm sure, contaminating it with the plastics that were leaching in. So I'm really fascinated by the whole hydrogen aspect. And of course, we know that water is H2O, so we know there's hydrogen and oxygen in there. But I guess, so what would be the difference between the approach that you're taking to hydration and water versus, I don't know, reverse osmosis or a distiller? What's the difference as far as you know?
Is basically really the structure because like these other filters or systems, they only they take a lot of stuff out of the water and they don't add anything back in. So it's basically dead water. I mean, you don't have the bad stuff in there, but you also don't have the good stuff in there.
Right.
So yeah, what you want to be drinking is filtered but also structured water. And then also a lot of people, they're into alkaline water.
Yeah, that's very popular.
The difference between alkaline and alkalized.
Oh, wow.
with the water I'm referring to, it's alkalized because the process of the electrolysis, it creates this byproduct of the pH, but it's not the main part of it. You know, the main part is the structure.
Mm-hmm.
And like alkaline water that you can buy in the store, it's made alkaline from chemicals, from adding in chemicals.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the
That's
water,
not that's not good news at all, actually.
yeah. Um,
Whoa. And
so
and and the marketing is so effective because when they put, the pH is, way up there and you think, wow, and it costs more and you're like, wow, I'm getting some really great water here.
and pH actually it stands for power of hydrogen. So when you learn more about this hydrogen-rich water, you start understanding, what pH actually means because it's the hydrogen that matters. Yeah.
Wow. It's amazing. It's amazing. So we have plant-based Thomas. Hi, Thomas. And his comment is when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Inspired by you both. Oh, thank you, Thomas. That's a really good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Change the way you look at things. Yep. The things you look at change. And for me, honestly, Thomas and Judy, this is happening to me about this whole hydrogen conversation. Like it's changing the way I'm looking at it, and especially when you're giving the example of between alkaline and alkalized, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I didn't realize that there was a difference or a nuance between the two, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and one important aspect that I didn't mention yet, and most people don't know, it's like our body is made 70% out of water. So
Yes.
this is like
Yes.
such a basic thing we should take care of because obviously we need water to create energy as well in the body, and it's like an information system. So if that flow is or the structure of that information system is not correct, then yeah, that's what creates a lot of like sickness as well.
Yeah, and you just said two really powerful words for me, structure and information. Those are powerful. I mean, seriously. I
Mm-hmm.
know I've spoken about how food is information and, it basically tells our cells, what to do and how to behave. And I understand that. But I like this idea of the structure though. And I know that's what you're getting at with the whole hydration and the water system and everything and how it basically restructures the water. So that's super powerful, I think. Yeah,
Totally.
definitely. Yeah. Hi guys, anyone who's joining, please put your comments and questions down below for Judy. Thank you so much. So Judy, let's go to your one of your focus areas, which is being your best self and creating, I guess the best mindset, or working on our mindset. What do you want to share with us on those topics, please?
Yeah, so for me, this year has been kind of like such a self-development journey. I like with all the time, that we spent more at home, it was like really a lot of, yeah, that time just really allowed me to kind of focus more on myself and what I like to do, what I enjoy doing, what my passions are, what my values are, wherein I invest my time and energy. And, if it's someone else's mission or values, or if it's really my own values. So for me, the best self is really about being your true own self and not just anyone else's ideas. So I was realizing how much I kind of had these thoughts in my mind, I should be doing this or I should be doing that or I need to do this. And this comes from any unconscious beliefs that you might have collected somewhere, from people around you. So realizing like these are actually not my beliefs or my values, but and kind of doing this process of thinking about this stuff helped me to invest more time and energy into my own mission.
Yeah.
And create more value from that. And then actually that's where the magic happens, because you just end up doing what you love doing. And I was in such a flow, since I kind of just, listened more to my intuition. I was so much in my head, what I should be doing. And then like get into your body, listen to your intuition again, what feels good in your body, and yeah, making decisions based on that. And not only like we're so much in our head all day working, and we kind of lose this connection to our true self.
I love that. I love that. And you had a really beautiful post today. And I know it's related to your twin sister, and you talk about your twin
Yeah.
sister quite, sorry.
I think she just joined.
Oh, hi, twin sister. Hi there. And so I think, well, first of all, it's super cool that you have each other. And I know that that is, a very important, I guess, what can I say, relationship, obviously, between the two of you. But it was a really beautiful post because I think it was related to kind of mindset and, basically, believing in yourself. I don't remember all of the words in what you shared, but that your sister had I guess created as an inspirational message. But I think it really ties into this whole theme of best self and mindset.
Yes, yeah, we actually both had kind of like the same mindset coach. So we really took a step to work on this for the past months, and we learned, that it's really important to be in the now with your thoughts, and a lot of things like expectations, wishes, hopes, they kind of project you into the future, and it like all these things, then that means they're not happening now. So, and now is kind of like always, there's always the moment of now. So if you realize that, you understand, it doesn't make sense to have expectations. And also like a lot of like interpretations and judgments that the mind is doing. Um, we kind of just refer to them as the noise in your head. That's or the noise in your mind, That's what we learned from our coach. And then you don't identify so much yourself with them anymore. And you create this distance between those judgments and like interpretations, So what really helped us as well is writing those things down. And then, doing these gratitude practices as well. Gratitude brings you in the moment of now, because you can only be thankful for the things that already are there, that are already happening. And that's very powerful. Yeah.
Wow, I just had a light bulb moment because I realized that oftentimes I'm in a state of hoping. I'm not in a state of expectations. I'm not,
Okay.
I've kind of solved that issue, right? So I don't have the whole, expectations dilemma. But I just realized that a lot of times I think in a mode of hopefulness and being hopeful and looking to the future kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you were speaking, I was like, I need to give that another look.
Yeah, because I mean, hope, that kind of says that it's not now, you don't have it now. And since now is always, it's like, okay, you're never really gonna get it, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
turning this kind of around and being thankful for what you already have, and seeing this abundance of what you have, it will attract more abundance to you.
Totally, totally. I'm all for abundance. I'm all for that, for sure. So, Judy, tell us about how you handle the naysayers and the critics of your, plant-made, plant-based vegan diet and lifestyle. How do you, how do you deal with that kind of, I guess, resistance from people?
Wow, yeah, good question. this really changed for me, you know. In the beginning, I was really trying to kind of convince everyone to eat the same that I'm eating, because I realized how much it helped me, you know. I wanted others to benefit from that as well, obviously, but I think I was like way too pushy and and too a bit too hard on people maybe. So I really learned to let go of trying to convince anyone, because everyone is on their own journey, as we know, and kind of making their own experiences. And I think that's actually the best way to do long-term changes. You know, if you discover this for yourself and try out for yourself. So my approach to it is it's basically, you know, to inspire people by sharing what I'm doing, like sharing how it benefits my health and sharing my journey. And then everybody, you know, I don't attract like these people anymore that are totally against it. Since I changed my mindset around that, also I attract more people who are willing to change and kind of just approach me because they want advice or guidance a little bit on their journey. And so I love to help these people, of course. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I love how you put it that you no longer attract them, because it's like you don't have that resistance. You don't have that you know, tension between you and others. And like you say, because you're so open and you're just doing your thing, and then they're like, hey, I want some of that, you know.
I mean,
I want to go see.
is kind of connected, you know, like, I mean, it's good to have a vision, and my vision is obviously to help people live more healthy, but at the same time, it's important to let go of that vision and just like let everything come to you because the people, you know, the right people will come to you.
So that's a good segue into our next topic, which is your advice for non-vegans or new vegans. In other words, I know that you are a health coach, and we're going to get into that after we talk about, you know, the advice that you have, because I know you have various offerings and services. And I wanted to see, you know, how I guess how you approach people who, like you say, they see what you're doing and they're like, hey, I want some of that. I want to, you know, feel like Judy's feeling. So what's your kind of, you know, beginner's advice?
Yeah, good point. I usually would look at how someone makes changes, right? Are you more someone who goes all in at once? Like that's totally me. But or are you someone who takes little steps, right? So just looking at where are you right now on your journey, on what are you eating at the moment, how is your health, and then, you know, are these like little steps we want to take towards a plant-based diet, or do we change like from one day to the other? Because obviously our body is used to what we have been doing for the past, you know, years, and like a total change could also mean some, you know, symptoms of detox, of cleansing from the body. So sometimes we want too much at once, or right now, and then our body needs to catch up. So it's really important to connect everything and let your body work as a team. I mean, it's so important to just listen to your body, eat the things as well that you feel like your body needs. And so, transitioning into plant-based diet, really focus on whole foods again, because this will give you the nutrients that your body needs to be well. And in the beginning, if you need, you know, some alternatives to animal-based products, then you know, slowly transition into those, and then include more veggies, more fruits. Focus on your hydration. Use juices to push up your nutrients and yeah, I mean this, and yeah, focus on all the things that you can eat. Like mindset again, it's super important. Not looking at the stuff that you cannot eat, which puts you rather in a lack mindset, but all the things that you have. I mean, the fruit and vegetables, it doesn't end basically, you know, there's so many different ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I love your approach of abundance versus scarcity, you know, like look at it from a perspective of abundance. And when you were talking, I was thinking, like you were saying, if someone goes too fast, their body may not be able to handle it. And one of the areas that I thought about when you were speaking was fiber. Some
Mm-hmm.
people who were not consuming a high fiber diet before, if they go all in and consume, you know, 30-40 grams of fiber all whoa right away, their bodies may not be able to handle it, as far as I've been told, that happens to some
Yeah.
people.
And especially the gut, you know, we have all these little microbes living in there. So you want to take it easy on them, give them some time to, yeah, learn to process all the food you're eating. So yeah, just working, you know, together as a team in your body. And also one more thing, in terms of, you know, control, because sometimes we tend to restrict us so much or not allow us anything, and this like this controlling, it's kind of more restricting yourself as well. Like just, you know, listen to what your body needs and yeah, don't be too controlling on yourself.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like for example, oh, I can't have any vegan chocolate because there's some sugar in there or whatever. But my philosophy is now and again, vegan chocolate is awesome. That's my
Stressful, like just go for it, you know.
that's my perspective. Yeah, yeah. Guys and ladies, if you have any questions for Judy, please put them down in the comments below and she'll be happy to answer them. So, Judy, tell us a bit about your current offerings. I know you're a health coach, you're into hydration, you're into mindset. Tell us what your services and offerings are, please.
Yeah, totally. So, actually, I'm not doing that much health coaching at the moment. I mean, I'm always happy to offer advice, but yeah, I recently joined a community of online entrepreneurs, and we all help people to yeah, start their own business and create a full-time income and actually like financial abundance for them. And yeah, just it's all about, you know, having more like time, financial and location freedom. So since I this year kind of was about, you know, focusing more on doing what I love and focusing on my values, investing time and energy in what I love doing. I just kind of like wanted to have this bigger impact, so I joined this community, and it's a huge training platform where we help teach people like exactly that, you know, to do more what you love, focus more on your mindset, on self-development, and kind of finding out what you want to do. And then we all actually work with water. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
the product that we kind of love and love to share is an in-home water ionizer. That creates this like hydrogen rich water. And yeah, using this product kind of benefits your health but your wealth at the same time. So this is really amazing. Like this opportunity is an amazing business opportunity as well. So you get to drink the water, but also from promoting this water, you can you know, create this financial freedom because it comes with an amazing compensation plan. And yeah, this is really cool. Like a lot of people have seen a lot of success with this business as well, and the community is growing so much right now.
Okay.
So it's, yeah, for anyone who is interested, you know, to learn how to create an online business, how to make an income online, how to make more of your time on social media. how you can actually make money from that, it's amazing because we spend so much time just doing, not valuable stuff online, but there's
Just
actually
scrolling, just scrolling,
like
scrolling.
benefit a lot from it. And so many people like you and me, they have been on this journey and they are health coaches as well, and they found this community and are creating so much more wealth for them now. It's really amazing, and it's a global community that is growing a lot now.
Cool. So let's say a person is interested in joining your community. Approximately how long is kind of the training period before they feel like they can be up and running? How would you estimate that?
This is super individual, and it kind of it depends like where you are right now on your journey. Like I really wanted to create my own business and start investing into my own values and helping others. So I joined the community. I got my water. I joined the business, and yeah, creating my own team now. So this can be super fast. And within a year, like people have grown so much in this business financially and in terms of, personal development as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we share all this on the platform, so you can learn these things super quick, and basically in terms of your own like preferences, you can also take it slow. Like this opportunity is lifelong. So, and I mean, everyone drinks water, right? So
We have to. We have to. We have no choice.
yeah.
I know people who do juice feasting. They get most of their water from freshly pressed juices, cold pressed juices, or coconut water. Some people really benefit from those sources of hydration.
Not water.
But that's not everybody. Not everybody is benefiting from freshly pressed juices or coconut water. So most of us, I imagine, are drinking what we call water, H2O.
Super basic, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyone who is interested can reach out to me, and I can share more information about it. Yes.
Cool. For anybody who is on the live, if you have questions for Judy, you can put them down below and she'd be happy to get to them. So Judy, in terms of your business opportunity, are there geographical restrictions in terms of, can people from all over the world, join your community, or is it, only in certain geographies? How does that play out?
Yeah, it's actually global. So we have people from all over. It's a super international community, from the US, from Hawaii, from Canada, from Germany, from the UK, from anywhere. It's yeah. So this is really amazing, and it's amazing to connect with so many different people as well, because everyone kind of has their own story, and everyone also makes their own own individual business of it. So this business is really like up to you what you make out of it, which is really cool, because you can be your own boss. Like you don't have the 9 to 5 anymore. And it creates a lot of freedom. So yeah, anyone interested in that, definitely reach out. Happy to share it.
So that leads us to our next topic, which is how do people best contact you to collaborate?
Yeah, that is super easy. Just go on my Instagram and send me a message. Yeah, and I will definitely get back to you. I also have a website, plantmadejudy.com, where you can also read more about my health story, my journey, and also a lot about hydration, and learn more about that as well.
Awesome. Well, we have a few minutes left. I don't see any questions in the chat. I'm just going to double check to see.
I didn't see any.
Yeah, I don't see any either. Um, so Judy, is there anything else you wanted to talk to us about in terms of everything that you're doing, like to tie everything in, to kind of close us out here? Tie it all together for us. Put a
Yeah,
bow on it. Put a bow on it.
yeah. I mean, just you know, I learned so much about the importance of mindset and how it just really creates your reality. So, yeah, if you learn one thing from this session today, take a few minutes every day to work on your mindset, and this will definitely make a lot of changes for you.
Yeah, and well, I'm glad you ended on that because I think mindset is related to everything that you've discussed today in terms of your plant journey, why you chose whole foods, why you're focusing on hydration, why you're developing your own, abundance in terms of business opportunities and achieving your higher self, your best self. And I think like that ties everything together.
You tied it in nicely for me. No, it's all connected, and I can recommend one more really helpful thing in terms of abundance. There is this 21-day abundance challenge. You can find online. You can find like videos and all the tasks online for free. 21-day abundance challenge with Deepak Chopra.
Oh, he's a powerhouse.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that man has so much knowledge, and
Yes.
he explains everything so well. So
Yeah, and
thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
it's 15 minutes per day, and totally worth it.
Wow.
Yeah.
21-day abundance challenge. All right, I'm gonna check that out. Awesome. Thank you so much. For those who are still on the chat, if you have any questions, please put them down below for Judy. And we'll just wait a minute, see if anyone has any questions, because I don't want to, you know, exclude anyone if they have a question. So let's just see here.
Everyone is processing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I need to go research that now. All right. Oh, she says, best challenge ever, Madam LM. Wow. I definitely need to go and check that out. Thank you there, Madam LM. Awesome. Yeah. No, but I mean, because if we don't have this abundance mindset, then we're very limiting. Like we're very self-limiting, and
Yeah.
I would say we're even we even have limiting beliefs about other people. Oh no, they can't do that. Oh no, I can't do that. Oh no, that's not possible.
And you create those limits for yourself, right? You are like your own limits. And so if you work on expanding and not like limiting, you just open up so much and anything can be possible for you then.
Totally. Thank you so much, Sorry?
Go for abundance.
Yes. Shout out to abundance. Yes. Well, I didn't see any questions or any more comments come in. So, Judy, I want to thank you so much again for taking the time to come on and chat with everybody. I will save the replay. And please, if anybody has questions or comments for Judy, please reach out to her at Plant Made Judy on Instagram, and she will be happy to get back to you to have a chit chat about whatever it is that you're interested in.
Totally, yes.
So
Thanks so
thank
much.
you again.
Thank you for this talk. It was really fun.
Same here. And it's so great to see you after almost a year.
See you.
Yes. I'm catching up with some of our Plant-Based Academy colleagues here on Instagram. So that's really cool.
Yes, totally watching all of them.
Yeah, they're really cool. So thanks to you and all of them as well. And I wish you a great evening. and I'm going to save the live now, and I'll also post it to stories.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Take good care, Judy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.